Here I am. I'm in Harlem. I took a trek up here just to get the idea of what Mike had to go through. Not even go through. What he did to travel from Glendale to Harlem on a daily basis. I'm here at Waterloo High School. It's a hell of a trek. And he did this for 4 years. That says a lot about him. It says a lot about his character. And it's a reason why he's a success as a young man right now. He's a success as a husband and as a father, because he did this as a 14-year-old, I would say a sort of recent immigrant to the United States. I give his parents a lot of credit for giving him trusting him and trusting just the world for him to travel from Glendale to Harlem to go to school here. I have Wadley is a good school, but I don't know if I would have done that. But he did it. He was successful. He played basketball here. He was a good student athlete. But this says a lot about Mike's character. I'm here in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. I'm getting ready to interview a former player, Mike. This is what it's all about, just trying to highlight that how these kids use basketball to further their life, and it's very important. And Mike has graciously given me an opportunity to interview him now, and I look forward to this interview with Mike. This is a special time for me. I'm here with one of my former players, Mike. Mike, pronounce your last name.
Oh man, everyone butchers it, man.
That's the reason why I've butchered it for almost 20 years now, so you pronounce it.
Mike Dziewit.
Dziewit. And how are you going to get that with a DZ?
A long story. I don't even want to. You don't have enough film for this, man.
Okay, Mike Dziewit. But Mike Dziewit, Mike played with me with our BQ Warriors team way back when. But I'm here to just applaud him for what he's doing as a young man. So, Mike, what are you doing these days?
So I've been working in banking for the past 11 years.
Okay. Which banks?
So right now I'm over at Chase.
Okay. What role?
I'm a branch manager.
Okay, cool.
I've been a branch manager for the past 8 years.
Okay.
I have a newborn. She's named Emma. She's 8 months old.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Life is moving fast for me. So really excited. Great to see you, boss. It's been I can't even tell, what, 10 years, 15 years?
It's been a while. Like I said, we saw each other about 2 or 3 years ago, but before that, it's been a while.
Yeah.
We know you're married to Joanna. Now,
Yes.
how did now you went to Wadley High School? How did basketball give you the foundation to what you're doing these days as a branch manager? Is there any correlation?
Oh, for sure. I mean, teamwork, right? Teamwork
Okay.
is huge. It's something that I have a team of 15 associates.
Okay.
Right? So I stress teamwork every single day. Having each other's back, I think it is huge, right? Working together for sure, and I think basketball, what you learn is, some days you win, some days you lose.
Okay.
And what I've learned especially being a banker, it's the same thing. It's when I first started in banking, I actually lost my job 3 months into it.
Oh, wow.
Right? So it's like when that happens to you, it's like a shock. Right? It's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? You know, but you pick yourself back up. You know, you dust yourself off. Found another job within 2 months, and you know, have been a banker ever since.
Okay, so where did you go to college?
St. Joe's,
You went to St. Joe's, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
St. Joe's, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And how did St. Joe's, Brooklyn also prepare you for your career as a banker, your career as of right now as a banker?
Yeah, so obviously, you know, basketball was really important to me. School was important as well. But you know how it is, as a student athlete, you have to balance everything between schoolwork and, you know, practice and,
Yep.
and working on your game. Same thing in, you know, in life now. Everything is about balance. Everything is about prioritizing things, right? So do you prioritize schoolwork because you want to play basketball?
Yep.
Right? That was something that was really important to me. But yeah, everything in life, I feel like it coordinates. You know, it correlates to everything, every step you do. You know, I realize that being a banker and being in a corporate environment, your reputation, right, goes a long way. So what the next person says about you goes a long way. And same thing in basketball. I'm sure, you know, coaches and recruiters and things of that nature, they definitely discuss these things, right, when they look at a prospect. So you know, you want to make sure you take care of priorities, and everything else falls into place.
Well, Mike, this is great. I want to congratulate you on being a great husband, and I know you've been there. How old is your daughter? 8 months now.
8 months.
8 months, being a great father. What can you tell? What can you just give the last advice for these young men and women that are trying to? What should they do to make sure they succeed as a student athlete or just as a student?
Work hard. Don't make excuses. You know, everyone has excuses. We can all come
I
up
like
with
that.
things.
Yeah.
And nobody likes excuses. You know,
Not at all.
I don't like it as a manager. I'm sure my parents didn't like it when they were raising me.
Oh.
I'm sure you didn't like it, Buzz, when I gave you excuses
Nope.
during basketball.
Not at
So,
all.
You know, don't make excuses. Put your best foot forward and work hard. You know, that's all it takes.
Well, Mike, thank you. Much success in the future, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys in the near future. Okay.
Thank you, Buzz.
All right. Take care
Appreciate
now.
it. Take care.
All right. Bye. Hey, I'm just finishing up this interview that I did with Mike. I'm here at St. Joseph's College, downtown Brooklyn, at the Athletic Center. Mike didn't play in this gym. He had to play. This is a fairly new facility. I think he told me he had to play his home games at Brooklyn Tech and Bishop Loughlin. I know that's where I went to see him play a few of his games at Bishop Loughlin. But this is where he did his undergrad. He was a student athlete. He played, did a good job. But he also had a big shout out to the former athletic director, Mr. Carbone, who was influential to him and did a lot of things for St. Joseph's Brooklyn, St. Joseph's College Brooklyn athletics. He's no longer working here, but he did a lot of big things, and Mike gave him like a shout out. But anyway, check out the Scholarship Sports Foundation report. My interview with Mike, I had a great time catching up with him. He's a great guy. And let's keep tuning into the channel, The World According to Roger Canute. I'm going to keep giving you this type of content. Hopefully I'll get a chance to highlight a lot of my former players who continue to do a lot of good things as men. And that's what the next generation needs to see. But please subscribe to my channel. Make comments, share. That's important also. But I look forward to hearing from you. The World According to Roger Canute. I'm out until the next interview.